I'm sure you've seen support and resistance zones like this before, but have you seen any that look like this? Here is the fact. Most videos on YouTube, they talk about support and resistance patterns, but they never really teach you how to identify them clearly. Honestly, generally they're pretty vague. And that's why I created this video, to give you a method that unlocks your ability to read the market. And today I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step formula to identify support and resistance zones that can actually be traded profitably in the long run. And by the end of this, you're going to be able to confidently identify support and resistance zones like Andrea, who made over $17,000 in 2 months after I showed him how to do this. Look, you don't have to believe me, but here are his certificates that he withdrew from FTMO themselves. So let's dive into exactly how this works.
Right, so finding support and resistance is key to trading our breakout strategy. It's key to many strategies, but a lot of people have trouble finding them. So we've simplified things considerably. And one of my favorite ways to do this is simply by having a systematic approach to it. All right. So what I like to do is go from right to left and determine where my zones are. Now, on the 4-hour, we are looking at areas where price has had a V-shaped recovery like so, basically meaning it pushed aggressively in one direction and then pushed out of that zone aggressively in the other direction, and this then becomes a 4-hour zone. Okay, and we use these 4-hour zones as a framework to trade the 5-minute where we find entries. So if we are looking from this vertical line here, if we are looking towards the left, what is the first thing we notice? Well, let's go from right to left, shall we? And there's a bit of a reaction here, but there's no real actual push out of this. Okay, so that's one thing to note. All right. Then we've got this over here where price has very clearly moved down and pushed back up. Okay, plus we connect with this zone to the left. So how do we draw on this 4-hour support and resistance zone? Well, I like to draw from the wick to the body and then pull across. Okay, now as we pull across, what do we get? We get other areas where it's reacting. We can see an area here, some reactions here. Okay, and so that for me starts to then add extra weight. So let's quickly have a look. We've got an area here where there's a significant reaction. Okay, we've got areas here, here. This goes a bit past it, but there's definitely areas here as well. There's also a wick here as well. Okay, so what we want to do now is kind of find the average of these points that are touching it. So what I like to do is extend this to include as much of it as we can. So here we're already including this. We're including this a bit more. And then we can also extend it a little bit higher up just to include this wick here as well. Then we've got a pretty solid 4-hour zone here, and we can just extend it to the right so that in future we can see where we're at. Now what I like to do as well is start again from right to left. Now what I want to do is find another zone, all right, that is on top of where price is at. So obviously price is over here currently, right? Now we want to sandwich price with 2 4-hour zones. So we look to the left some more, and only above we've got this here and we've got this here. Both areas at which price did significant V-shaped recoveries from. All right, so what we're going to do again is pick the highest point of these V-shaped recoveries and draw a zone from the candle to the body, from the wick of the candle to the body of the candle, right? Just like so, and pull to the left. Now right away we've got a wick here that reacted. If we continue left, we can see this just missed as well. Okay, there's nothing more to the left here in the immediate space, but we've got multiple touches here. So if we just drag it a little bit more to include this wick here, it also includes this wick here. We've got a touch here. So let's just highlight that real quick. So we've got somewhere here, got somewhere here, got somewhere here. And obviously this is the original area with areas to the right as well that seem to be touching it, which by the way, we can also include. So if we pull this a little bit down, you can see it includes that as well. Okay. And so for me, we've got a nice little support and resistance sandwich here because we've got this at the bottom and we got this at the top. All right. Now, let's see, is there anywhere else that we can see where there's significant reactions? Anywhere between here, okay, on the 4 hour. Now, one thing to note, if we go from left to right, where are there multiple touches and a significant V shape that had formed? So we can see here there's a significant V shape, there's one here as well. They're kind of very close to each other as well. Then if we look left, price reacts here, price reacts here, price reacts here, price reacts here, here. This one goes a bit further past, and we've got a reaction here. So we could also say that this is potentially also a zone to look at. And so the first from the right that we notice is this right here. Okay, and I'm going to go to the highest point of that V shape and draw a box from the top of the wick to the body of the candle. I'm going to pull it across. You can also see the wick here react. The wicks react here as well. If we pull more to the left, we got a reaction here, got a reaction here, and we've got reactions all the way across. I'm just going to include these as well. And then if we go all the way to the left, we can see price is also reacting at this point. Okay. So this is also pretty nice. So we've made the sandwich a little bit smaller. Okay. And I quite like where that's at. So what I'm going to do is make these red. Okay. And then I'm going to show you how to mark out the 5-minute zone as well. And we've got a particular way of doing this. So that's going to be within this on the 5 minutes. So let's drop down to that time frame real quick. So on the 5 minutes here, we're getting close. We've just opened on New York session. So what we're going to do is something similar to that. But what we actually do is I acknowledge all of these zones now. Okay. Every zone from right. So again, we're moving from right to left. And again, this 5 minute range that we trade from is actually the most important support and resistance part of the breakout strategy that we trade. If you want to learn the breakout strategy, there will be a link in the description down below where you can learn it for free, by the way. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you've been following me here on this channel, you'll have seen a video where I explain it. So what we do, again, we're looking for areas in price where we've had significant reactions, you know, like this, and like this, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to mark up every single reaction, like so, right, where price has shown a significant reversal or reaction from, right? And then we're going to do something quite significant, which has really helped me and a lot of the students that trade this get very, very consistent and marking up zones. And then we can decide the range for where our entry is going to come from with this range trading strategy. All right. So right off the bat, if we're going from right to left, we can see immediately that there is a significant reaction right here. And so we're going to mark that up from the highest point of that V shape, right? Highest point. Then let's look a little to the left. Again, I'm going to look below this. So if we go left, there's an area here. Okay, there's no point in marking up a lot of this stuff. In fact, though, I will mark this up because it's the bottom part of this V shape here, like this. Okay, there's also something here as well, which we can mark up. All right, we can choose here or here. They're very close, so I'm going to choose the lower one. And you can also see that we've already moved past this, so there could be a potential reaction at this point. But again, I'm going to show you in just a bit how we can determine that. So let's look to the left a bit more. We've got this zone here as well that we could look out for. Again, it could be this or this, but because the gap is so small, I'm going to choose the lower one. All right, and you can see price is actually reacting to this currently. Then we can look at the left a bit more. There's another zone there. And another zone over here. All right. And then I think we can all agree that this is the upper zone. Okay. And if we look to the left a bit more, really the next significant zone is only over here. Okay. There's a potential zone here, but would you really class these two candles as a push in the opposite direction? I think not. So in actuality, from here to here, we've got free space to trade from. And this is where we start to mark out our 5-minute range and start to decide which of these lines are going to turn into our 5-minute range. All right. So again, this red is our 5-minute zone. It's our brick wall of price that we are going to be mindful of. Okay. So we got 4 hour here. And similarly, we've got the 4 hour below, right? We just want to be mindful of these. We do not want to be taking trades into these brick walls, all right? Because that would be dumb, because price is likely to react there. We want to be taking trades away from them. However, currently, as you can see, we are currently somewhere in the middle of the two, so we can actually take trades in both directions, all right? So price is currently over here, right? Price is currently over here. Which zones would we be looking to trade from in terms of the range? We've just broken out of the range, okay? We broke out over here. We did not come back to retest. We've already started to react at the next level. And so for me, immediately, I'm looking at this as a potential zone, as my potential lower zone of my range. Okay, why? Because we've already gone through both of these zones. We have not come back to retest them, and we've arrived at the next zones already. All right, so that's why this is a potential here. We're just crossing it. We just kind of closed below. However, obviously there's a lot of imbalance, and we talk about this in our Confluence system within the strategy as well. Those of you who are in the university, you will know. If you want to be part of the university, apply at the link down below. Essentially, we have this zone here, which again would be my primary zone to look for. Why? Well, there's one thing we can do to verify this. We want to see how much room there is to trade from. So from here to here, we've actually only got 16 pips. Which, if we're using a 25 pip stop loss, okay, 25 pips, let me make it a sell just so that you guys are more clear. So if we are getting into a trade here with a 25 pip stop loss and a 50 pip take profit, we can't even get to the break even point before getting to the next zone. Okay, we want to make sure that we can get at least 25 points, and 16 is not enough. So in actuality, you know, I was talking about this could be a good zone. This is not a good zone for us because there's not enough space. We want to make sure there is enough space. Let's have a look at the next zone. Okay, here we've got just about enough. Okay, just about enough. All right, and so we're literally 1 pip short, and I can deal with that. And so this would be the ideal zone for me to get involved in a sell position. And so that would be the bottom of my range based on where price currently is. And I draw that once again from the tip of the wick to the body. And I'll draw that across, and I'm going to make this blue. Right. If we draw this to the left, we can see once again some more reactions. If we go even further left, more reactions here and more reactions here. So that again confirms to me that this is a pretty good zone to trade from. We've got almost 25 pips, which is enough for us to go break even. Now, in terms of the top zone, and like I said already, we've already passed this zone and determined that there's not enough room to get involved in positions like that. Plus, we've already gotten to the next zone. This zone, we've determined there is not enough space for us to get involved in. So I'm going to get rid of that as well. So this is our lower zone now, and that's how I determine my 5-minute lower range. This here is the only other valid 5-minute range, because there's nothing in between this from right to left, okay? And so for me, this will be my 5-minute range. If we pull this left, we'll see, well, there's a significant reversal here and also some reaction here. And if we go even further left, we can see price is reacting from here even more. All right, so we've got this as our 5 minutes, okay, 5-minute range to trade with. So we're essentially looking for price to break, close, retest, and then go to our take profit, and our stop loss will be just below. Similarly, for the lower case, if we're going short, which is what it looks like price is currently doing, we would look for price to break, close here below, then go short. Okay, also to be mindful in this particular example, we would not be wanting price to reach this zone before tagging us into a trade. If we do, we would be a bit more cautious, and that would go against our overall confidence for the setup, which we have the 5 confluence system for, which if you guys want me to make a video, let me know in the comments down below. Those of you in the university, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? And I did mention this in one of my previous videos as well, if you guys have been paying attention, so make sure that you watch those. So basically, you can see price plays around a little more and then just melts, right? And so in this instance, we don't actually get a chance to enter into a trade, but you can see that we would have been safe regardless, right? Price chose a direction, and this is essentially how I mark up my 5-minute zones, and then we've got the 4-hour zones. And this is the systematic approach that I use. Again, we've had a lot of successful trades in the last week. And so if you want to join the community where we do all of this analysis live, you can click the link in the description down below, and you'll get free access to our Discord, where there are like-minded traders, and we live stream every single day showing our analysis and our zones for you to trade with. Cheers everyone, thank you for watching.